What's going on, everybody? How are you all this morning? You're looking good. I hope you feel as good as you look. You know, Billy Preston wrote this song a long time ago, back in the 70s. He wrote it. He said, I wrote a simple song, and he called it Out of Space. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, everybody. Yes, it's Thursday. Looking up at my itinerary, it is weekly space update time. I got some exciting stuff for you. I have a bunch of stuff out here right now. Let me start shutting some stuff down here. I don't need that. I don't need that yet. I don't need that, and I don't need that, and I don't need that. Well, we'll just take, oh, that's what I was looking for, YouTube. Am I live or am I Memorex? Well, it says I'm live. Can I get, there we go. That's what I need so I can see what you folks are saying while we do what we do, right? Right? I think you feel me there. I hope you do. Anyways, welcome. Good morning, Riggs. Hello, fellow Earthling. I see your comments there. I like the little alien and the Space Invader icons there. Very clever. Nice to see you here first thing this morning, too, as well. I got a lot to do in a little bit of time. So I want to start out with an inspirational word. This fell out of my Bible recently. I actually wrote on here, believe in the Lord and you shall see. And this is from October 14th, 1986. I don't know if you can see that clearly there or not. We'll bring it over a little bit closer. Can you see that? And down. Okay. So that's what it says, right? October 14th, 1986. In short, an exciting new scientific study proves that prayer really makes people happier. It does. And this was back in 1986. University of Akron, Ohio sociologist Margaret Poloma surveyed 560 people and found that those who prayed regularly and felt a personal relationship with their Creator were happier with their lives and felt they had purpose when compared with those who didn't pray. Yeah, one or the other, right? Mrs. Poloma's study concluded that those who prayed were more satisfied with their health, even when they had medical problems, and were more content with their jobs and personal lives. Yeah, can you feel that? I hope you do. Let me put that aside since we got that out of the way. Hey, listen, little housekeeping first. First person after this broadcast, after you've seen the live, to text me their address is going to get a postcard from Virginia. It's not just a postcard from Virginia, because if you look at the back, you'll see you're also entitled to a 15% discount off of new vintage t-shirts. That's where I got my penguin feather shirt from. But if you'd like this when this broadcast is over, not before, text message me your name and address, and I'll get this out to you. And anybody else that texts me their name and addresses, I will gladly let you know that you're too late. If you want, if you want that. You never know. You never know when I'm going to send you something, right? Listen, I want to start today out with a quote of the day. And again, don't go anywhere. I got some neat information for you here regarding some emails here. But Albert Schweitzer said this, and I think he said it best, okay? Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Have we had it backwards? Yeah. Albert says success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Case in point, I love what I'm doing. I will be successful. Successful. You know why? I can and I will. That's right. You got to surround your stuff with positive, good things if you want more positive, good things in your life. You feel me there? I think you do. Listen, I have a random fact of the day. We're clearing stuff off here, which is really cool. It's about our moon. I was looking at this morning and I thought, shouldn't this be red? Because I want to go to Mars, right? And if this is the moon, it can't be the moon because I'm sitting on the moon, right? Astronaut sitting on the moon should be red. Probably going to paint that at some point. Our moon, speaking of our moon, right? Our moon is the largest satellite in the solar system relative to the size of the planet it orbits. Wow, that's amazing information, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that? Yeah. Before I get into the email, which we're getting there, we're real close. There they are. I got one other thing. Do you hear this? I'm still amazed by this, and It's a wooden Bible, right? It's made out of wood. It says Jerusalem on the back. If anybody knows anything about this old wooden Bible, wood on the back, wood on the front, if I open it up, there's no date in here. What it does say is, I thought this was interesting, printed by authority of London and New York. There's no date. To be, what does it says? Translated out of the original Greek and with former translations diligently compared and revived by His Majesty's special command. Appointed to be read in churches. Authorized version showing our Lord's words in red. But I don't see a date on this, which makes me think it's really, really old. But it got me thinking, does that mean that you're only allowed to read, according to the King or Queen of England, this particular book? And what is with the significance of the wood with the leather spine? If anybody can help me with that, that would be great. It's the New Testament. And now the really fun stuff. Let me review these comments real quick. Hey, Darlene, nice to see you. I see two of my favorite people here right now, Darlene and John. And hit like and subscribe. That's pretty slick. I'm not sure what was slick. I did a lot right there, but if it was slick for you, it was slick for me, I think. Anyways, so a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago, on Thursday, and I know it was 2 weeks ago because last Thursday I told everybody about the website update. Where is the website update? Right there. Particularly with social media and my YouTube channel and the website, which is really designed for philanthropists, right? So I have this website set up that if anybody that has millions of dollars goes and looks at it, I might attract their attention. That's what the website's all about, SubaruSteve.com. It used to be a website I sold cars from. And so you'll find some useful Subaru Steve stuff on there. That's like how to make your own commercial, right? In case you're looking for that kind of stuff. And how to change your cabin air filter in less than 60 seconds with no tools. Oh, that's a whole nother story. Jumping off the stratosphere in Las Vegas. Who jumps off yelling Subaru? You want to see it? I know you do. Come on, watch this. I'm going to share this with you. I got to tell you this, the backstory of this. So before I went out here and jumped off of the stratosphere in Las Vegas, we're way up, looking way down. Anthony V and I, and those of you who know who Anthony V is, know who Anthony V is, and that's because you know who Anthony V is, right? But anyways, he and I looked at videos of people that were doing this before I went out to Vegas to do this, right? And what we saw were people that would hold on to these rails and they wouldn't let go. They would not let go. And I said, I'm not one of those guys. Trust. All right. So check this out. It's really quick. Right now, on your left, I want you to stay right here, okay? All right. Checking the package in a minute. Last proof. All right. Let's go to the front. Right hand, left hand, face that way. Right hand, left hand. Hands on. Package is good. You hear that? He said the package is good. So I guess when you jump off of here, if the package isn't good, you can hurt yourself. But he checked and the package was good. Let's go with this. Ready? Right hand. Got it? Mm. Okay. Oh. 3, 2, 1, go! Let go, all right? 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Subaru! Look at the rooftops. Coming down for a landing. There's the top. Look up there. Boom! I jumped off that top. That's what you do when you're Subaru Steve, right? You do kind of stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed that real bit. Well, let me close that website down so I don't go back. And that's me now. ESA, look, the European Space Agency. We're getting right into this now, folks. Sorry if it took me a little too long. I had a lot I wanted to share with you. So last week I updated my .com site. 2 weeks ago, I sent this email out. I sent it to 11 email addresses, of which 3 got returned, meaning that 8 of them actually got delivered, okay? And here again, here's my thought on this. I keep crafting and recrafting this email. And today, amazingly, I sent it to I thought I had an update sheet. I wanted to show you that too. There it is. Here's my update sheet. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm now tracking the email addresses that I send to, as well as the ones that come back not deliverable. So today, I polished the email a little more, giving it a fourth milestone, and I sent it out to 33 email addresses, of which 5 came back. Last week, 8 went out. This week so far, 28 have gone out, almost 3 times as many as 2 weeks ago. That got me excited. So what I started doing was, I'm going to create something I can work with. So I've got the email addresses, like at NASA. We've got 4 email addresses for NASA. We've got 4 active at SpaceX. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 at Blue Origin, 2 at Virgin Galactic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at Space Perspective. And this is what really I wanted to talk about this morning, the European space model, space agency. I'm thinking of the weather and the 13 inches of snow last week. But I sent it to 4 active email addresses at the European Space Agency, which is representing multiple countries, because you're going to find out that, you know what, my offer is going to go to whoever takes advantage of me first, right? So though I want to go up with America and the United States, do I have a problem going up with Russia? If Ukraine had a space agency, would I have a problem going up with them? Or Israel, or Hamas, or China, or Korea, or Japan? Any country that wants to use me as a voluntary first member of the setup crew on that Mars mission, I'm interested. Maybe one of you will be too. Let me see if I can thumb through this email real quick. So anyways, this email I'll now save, and whenever I polish it, I can do that there and then post it. And as I add more emails and update this, the total email count will grow, as it did last week, from 11 to 33 and from 8 deliverable to 28 deliverable. That's pretty cool, I think. I'm not going to read all of this again. What I will do, though, is I'll post this email in the comments. So allow me to get that in there and pin that to the top if you want to read the email. If you have any suggestions about what I'm doing here and how to make it even better, maybe you know some email addresses for somebody that works at the European Space Agency or Space Perspective, Virgin Galactic, Blue Origin, SpaceX, NASA. Maybe you know William Shatner's email, and you might want to share with him that if he goes to the SubaruSteve.com site, and of course I took it down just that quick, that's what I do. But if you scroll down the SubaruSteve.com page, you will see there's SpaceX, Space Perspective. You will see the video that shattered me into early retirement. This is the story about it. This is the actual video.
The experience going at 2,500 miles an hour, breaking through this little thin blue skin that surrounds Earth and provides us with life. We broke through that with a count of 1 or 2 at 2,500 miles an hour, and the skin is 50 miles thick. Broke through, and all of a sudden, the blue is down below, and the blackness of space. Now, space is interesting. The universe is light. At that moment, in that big window, it was only black and ominous, and that was death, and this was life, and everything else just stood still for a moment. I was overwhelmed with the experience, with the sensation of looking at death and looking at life, and this.
Captain Kirk, stop. Captain Kirk would never say that. Never. And this is what shattered me into early retirement from selling Subarus, right? This is what spun me up and keeps me spun up. You know, I have to thank him for setting me a fire. I still think he should be the one that pays for my first ticket up and back before I get to go to Mars. But you know what? Had it not been for my childhood hero evaporating in front of my eyes when he went up into space, I wouldn't be where I am today, would I? You know, that takes me to another thing real quick. Anytime you think of something negative, flip it over and look for 3 positives. You can always find them if you look. That's a fact. And I think that's about it. What do I got on here? Anything special I wanted to share? I'll show you how fancy the email looks. I mean, you could look it up if you wanted to see it. Can you get a good look at it like that? Or should I come in? Oh, I can't tell because I'm still looking at it.
Cliche.
Yeah, it's a cliche. You're a cliche. Stop it. Where am I at? Here we are. There's the email as it appears today. Right? Right. Well, there's more of a delay now. Wow. What am I doing? That's not the live. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm like way back down the list. Here, let's try that now one more time. Okay, now is it going to work? All right, it's not going to work. Anyways, folks, you probably saw it. I'm looking at a bad copy right here, or the rewind beforehand. Yeah, send me on my way. Thank you, Riggs. And Darlene, I need to be going. But Billy Bob, Boy, what? Billy Boy? Really? What? I'm confused. Hey, speaking of Foxwoods, Riker and I are still intent on going to a casino Saturday. So we each have a little bit of money set aside. If you want us to gamble some of your money, let me know. For a small commission, I'll be glad to. Anyways, I don't know what that's about. Foxwoods at least 1 to 4 times a year for several days. Yeah. Oh, there's the postcard. Don't forget, text me your address if you want a postcard. I'll write something funny on it. At least I'll try. Other than that, I think we're done. Catch me tomorrow for Thank Goodness It's Friday as I travel around Hampton Roads looking for some reason to make you smile and think about your weekend, whether you're working or not. The weekend comes, the weekend goes. So does the days during the week. All right, tired of looking at me there. Don't forget to go check out the website, SubaruSteve.com. Put a lot of work and effort into this. You can text me using the phone numbers at the top. They say text only, but check it out. Not if, but when. That's when I'm going. And with that said, do we have everything else? We got the email. And with that said, we're going to high five out of here. Y'all have a great week wherever you go, whatever you do, like me, do it in your Subaru or stay close to a Subaru logo, and you'll be fine wherever you go, however you get there. It's all about the journey, not the destination.